Okay.
Again, it might take a sec, so give it a minute, but I'm getting green checks on everything on my end.
All right, great. Well, hi, everybody. If you are seeing us, bear with me for a moment because we are just getting things set up here, and I'm just verifying that we are actually indeed live on YouTube, and I'm just checking our Facebook feed to see if we're there. Not seeing, oh, yeah, there we are on Facebook too. Excellent. So, hi, everybody. I am David Charles. I help with all of the ElfQuest social media. On screen with me is Campbell from our wonderful partner, Streamily. So glad you could join us tonight. Campbell, I'm good to go. If
All right.
if you want to pop off here, and I'll take it from here.
That's good. All right. I will let you guys have fun, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have fun on the teaser.
That's right. All right. Thanks, Campbell.
See ya.
Okay, everybody. Here is what we're doing tonight. Tomorrow, Wendy and Richard Pini, the creators of ElfQuest, are doing their final Streamily autograph and Q&A event right here on Facebook and YouTube. That's going to be happening at 11 a.m. Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern. It's their final event where they're going to be autographing ElfQuest art prints and the brand new ElfQuest character standees for you. So what I wanted to do tonight is, as you can tell if you were watching from the very beginning, just make sure all the live streams were working properly the way that we configured them, and they are, which is good news. But I thought it would be kind of fun to show you a little sneak peek at some of these art prints and in particular, the standees, two of which are brand new and have never been offered before. So if you're out there and you're watching, I'd love it if you dropped a comment and let me know if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. The other reason I'm doing this is to get a little data on where people are watching so that we can better focus all of our cool ElfQuest stuff and offerings when we do these live streams. So I see Tracy is there, and Tracy is on Facebook. I'm going to show Tracy on screen. Hi, Tracy. So if you're out there, shoot me a comment on whichever platform you're on. It should feed right into my back end here, which is StreamYard. There is another one. I'm going to, Sarah Appreciates. Hello from Wisconsin. Hey there. Thank you for doing that. And you're watching on YouTube, it looks like. So that's awesome. All right, so let's get into it. If you follow any of the ElfQuest social media, you will know that we, for the last year and a half or so, have been doing these incredible live stream events with our partner Streamily, who offers autographed merchandise. They have a whole bunch of different folks that do this, from movie stars to TV folks to anime voice actors. And Wendy and Richard Pini of ElfQuest have been participating, and it's a really fantastic way to get an autographed item without actually having to travel to one of the Pini's, relatively few public appearances. So that's what this is all about. And Campbell, if you were still in the background, if you can throw up the link to the Streamily store, that would be awesome. I haven't quite figured out how to do that myself, but it's streamily.com/ElfQuest. So anyway, let me get into showing you some of these things. Now, back in August, we released the very first ElfQuest character standee. I've got him right here. This, of course, is Cutter. Sorry for my ring light reflection. These standees are pretty freaking cool. They're made of a crystal clear, like acrylic plastic, and the art is printed on both sides, so you can kind of switch them around depending on how you want to display it on your shelf. They're roughly 8 inches tall, and they come on a 3-inch diameter platform here. So it's perfect for displaying these things on your ElfQuest shelf or on your desk or wherever else. Of course, it's all artwork from Wendy Pini, the co-creator and primary artist on ElfQuest. Gorgeous stuff. So in August, Streamily released 45 cutters. And we picked the number 45 because this is ElfQuest's 45th anniversary year. So we thought, what a great way to celebrate. And we figured, let's release these in sort of a limited number to see how well they sell, how much you guys want them. And I'm happy to report that that initial batch of 45 did sell out. So that was a good indicator that you guys want these standees. So for this signing that's happening tomorrow, November 7th, again at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, there are not only an additional 45 cutters that have been made available, but 2 new standees. So how could we have Cutter without Skywise, his brother and all but blood? And this is another Wendy Pini artwork piece. Same thing. It's printed on this really crystal clear acrylic artwork on both sides. Get out of that glare there. And, you know, Skywise there with his rakish grin. And the third one, I think if you're an ElfQuest fan, you know who it's going to be. I think is actually my favorite of the 3. It's Lita. It's just gorgeous. Look at the color that has come through on these things. It's really just quite stunning. And so, again, Lita printed on a crystal clear acrylic, standing roughly 8 inches tall, and on a nice little base here. And by the way, Wendy and Richard Pini are going to autograph the base of these when you get them. So again, only 45 of each of these ElfQuest standees have been made available for the signing tomorrow on November 6th. And I got to tell you, I think there's less than 10 of the Skywise standees left, and only about 10 of the Litas left. We have a few more cutters because we offered him last time. So if you want to get your hands on these things, this is pretty much your last chance, at least for this year. We have not scheduled any live stream events into 2024. So if you want these, if you want them for a holiday gift, make sure you tell your loved one and go to streamily.com/ElfQuest. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to, no, that's not going to work either. Nope, that's not going to work either. And here I am. Sorry about that, folks. This is what happens when they leave me to the technology. The other thing that is on offer from Streamily, in addition to those awesome standees that I just showed you, are a whole host of absolutely gorgeous ElfQuest art prints, all featuring artwork by Wendy Pini. And we've been offering most of these for quite a while, and for many of these events, we've added a few new ones. So I just thought I'd show you a couple of my favorites. This is Chiefess Ember. I think this is the best selling of all of the art prints, and you can see why. It's just gorgeous is really the only word for it. Ember is one of my favorite characters. And by the way, I'm not looking at the comments here, but oh, hi everybody. Sorry for not acknowledging you after I told you to put your comments in there. Let me know what your favorite ElfQuest character is, and if you would like to see an art print of that character. Most of the art prints are portraits, like the one that I just showed you. So I'll show you a couple of others. This is another one of my favorites. Lita again. And again, sorry for the glare. I have these stored in archival quality plastic sleeves so that I can protect them. And I also kind of put them on little easels on my ElfQuest shelf. So, and I didn't think about the glare. I should have taken these out before teasing them. But at any rate, there's Lita, one of my favorites. Skywise Cutter, Skywise Lita. They're sort of the main trio in ElfQuest. And there's good old Star Jumper, his trusty wolf friend. But there are some other characters too that I know are some of your favorites that are available, like Strongbow and Moonshade. And where are they in my stack here? Two of my all-time favorites are Red Lance, good old Red Lance, Plant Shaper, all-around good guy, and Nightfall. She's sort of the quintessential Wolf Rider. And then maybe slightly deeper cut characters that if you're only familiar with the very early ElfQuest stories, you might not really know them as well. Mender, the healer, son of Woodlock and Rainsong, and his life mate, Dart, who is the son of Strongbow and Moonshade. I particularly love this illustration of Dart. So anyway, that's just a little snapshot of the character portraits. And the last thing I want to show you is, in addition to the portraits, Wendy has put together three kind of more like poster-like prints that are available exclusively from Streamily. This one is super unique. I don't think there's really any other ElfQuest art piece quite like it. This is Skywise and Timane. And there's, if again, you have not read through the most recent ElfQuest stories, The Final Quest and Stargazer's Hunt, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But what are you waiting for? You got to catch up because stuff like this happens. So that's one of them. This one is a scene from the Final Quest. It's a little hard to see. I'm going to try to zoom in, but yeah, Final Quest introduces some pretty incredible new characters. So if you haven't read, now's your chance to get caught up. And lastly, this is, I think, my favorite of these more poster-like scenes that are available exclusively from Streamily that Wendy and Richard Pini will autograph. This one's called Watching the Sunrise, and the glare is really bad on this one. You know what? Let me try to take it out just so I can show it to you. And while I do that, I'm seeing folks are putting in some of their characters. Nightfall, Tina Good says Nightfall. Well, hopefully you just saw the Nightfall print that already is available. Tracy has an interesting comment. She'd love to see Kavi and Free Touch. So, or he, I'm not sure. Tracy can, be a name for all genders. So I'm sorry if I got that wrong there, Tracy. But at any rate, I'd love to see a Free Touch as well. Free Touch is a great character. So thank you all for sharing those ideas. Here is that print again, Watching the Sunrise. And you'll recognize this as a take on the scene from the original quest when Cutter and Lita accept recognition and they go up to the Bridge of Destiny and get business taken care of. But Wendy told me that this isn't that exact scene because if you notice, there are pillows here. In the first scene, all they brought up with them was a blanket. And so Wendy told me that basically this time Lita wanted to be more prepared and more comfortable. So this is, sort of another event that Cutter and Lita had up at the top of the Bridge of Destiny. So that's pretty much it, everybody. I just wanted to, again, test this live stream software, make sure everything's working. It looks like it is, which is very exciting. Again, Wendy and Richard Pini, the creators of ElfQuest, are going to be doing their final live stream autograph and Q&A event right here tomorrow, November 16th at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll be backstage helping out. And what they're going to be doing is signing these art prints that I just showed you and the really awesome all new ElfQuest character standees, Cutter and Skywise right here. And there's also Lita. You can get all of these prints and the standees by going to streamily.com/ElfQuest. Go look on our social media. There are links all over the place to go to the Streamily shop. So again, this is your last chance to get these items autographed. Wendy and Richard have not scheduled another one of these sessions yet, and it could be months or who knows how long before these are made available again. So I know I sound like QVC here, but these things are really cool. And as an ElfQuest fan myself, I know we all love to get more ElfQuest things that we can put on display to kind of showcase our love of ElfQuest. So with that said, I'm going to head out. But again, hope to see you tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream. Watch this space, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, because shortly here, we're going to create the event for tomorrow's live stream. So be sure to like that and bookmark it and mark that you're going so that you get pinged when we do go live. Again, one final time, Wendy and Richard Pini doing their final Streamily live stream autograph and Q&A event of the year, which by the way is ElfQuest's 45th anniversary year. So this is your last chance to get gorgeous, gorgeous ElfQuest art prints and standees. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.